not in a big
I
box
think in this case,
retailer yet.
inventory isn't a good thing. You're just now getting it out there, and to me, that means you're going to want it to update it and go through revisions. But you might not be able to come out with it on a timely basis because you have so much inventory you have to protect. You know, that's a problem. Like I said, I just don't see the sell-through fast enough, and for those reasons, I'm out.
Oh, Mark. That's a good product.
It's a combination of two sectors in the toy business, plush toys and pacifiers. Plush toys, 97% are sold under $10. Pacifiers, as cheap as $1. So all of a sudden you've got this incredibly expensive derivative of the two of them, and I think what's holding it back here is the price. If this was $9.95, my bet is you would sell 4 times more, and you can't get your manufacturing costs down low enough to do it. I can't get excited about going down that road with you. I'm out.
My concern is that the hanging appeal may not be self-explanatory.
I have developed trees, smaller trees, because many of my retailers wanted them, and I've
That's expensive to put a retail.
They do. The retailers that carry this want them to love it.
They put that in because you're dealing with generally specialty stores. But if you go to a Babies R Us or Buy My Baby, you're not going to have that ability without them charging you. And I think that's one of my deciding factors. The fact that I think that hanger appeal is not really there, self-explanatory. So I'm out.
Well, you have one shark left.
Take it to QVC, Lori.
You
That's
know,
a good
I
product.
think it's very clever. So I'm going to make you an offer.
Whoa.
Let's see that come.
I'm going to offer you $100,000 for 30% equity stake. 14%.
What did she ask for?
And I have the connections. Yes, you do. To Buy That Baby and Toys R Us. Let's see. Well, my ask is $100,000 for 20%.
I think I just heard this cow moo.
This cow moved.
Well, what are you going to do, Joe?
What are you going to do? Consider 25%.
Ooh, really?
97,000 in sales for, one person at a handful of trade shows. That's
For 5%.
for 5%. Yes.
Do it, Lori.
So 28, and I'm in.
It's 3%.
It's a good product.
We have a deal. We got a deal.
All right.
I think it's brilliant.
It is. If I had a baby, I would buy that.
Well, it's good. I'm so excited.
Congratulations, Joe.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Do you understand the thing with the two sides of the brain and the 3 different things?
I'm so excited.
The pacifier, the TV thing, and the plushy thing?
The next stage of my company.
That's an awesome idea for a new mother.
I've invested so much in this. I worked so hard.
You've never had a baby.
I just can't tell you how much it means to have Lori's.
I used to babysit. Those little motherfuckers, when they're crying, you want to shove everything in their mouth and shut them the fuck up.
Favorite entrepreneurs from Shark Tank to see their products right here in store.
For 29 years, Staples has believed in entrepreneurs and has worked hard to help small business make more happen.
I bought my first pair of reading glasses at Staples, and that's why it's so special to see my product being sold here.
Working with Staples is especially exciting to me because I love helping entrepreneurs, and Staples is a great resource for small businesses.
Little fucking Natalie needs a multi-millionaire, you son of a bitch. Good for him, though. Creative. You are not creative. You gotta get creative.
Next up are entrepreneurs who believe they solve the problem for athletes.
Hope it's not fucking wearing skirts.
Hi, I'm Joe Benoker, and this is our summer logo. We're here today seeking $200,000 for 15% of Forest, home of the most comfortable walking, running, workout shoes known to mankind. We set out to design the most shock-absorbent, yet lightest shoes on the market today. And here they are. Forest. Just by holding them up, you can see how much light and air passes through them. They're built with an unbreakable stability bar that allows for any type of workout weighs only a fraction of what other shoes weigh.
Mr. Mark?
We actually have a pair for each of you.
Thank you.
Go ahead and try them on.
Why don't we get the pink color?
It's red.
Oh, yes, of course. It's red.
It's Ferrari red.
They feel pretty good.
What makes them so springy? There's way more give to them.
The issue that you're holding in your hand right now, the very bottom is gel. The middle part is memory foam. And so if you look at the bottom of the insert, you have the different lines that set up to the pressure point as you walk. So over time, the shoe actually fit perfectly.
So you're saying the memory foam is adjusting to your foot.
Absolutely.
What's your background? Do you have a design background?
I'm from Cote d'Ivoire, West Africa. And I was there when the war broke out in my country. I literally had to run to come here. That was after I had my father in my arms, literally when he died. I came to the US here as a track and field, on a track and field scholarship. I went to law school. When I ran track, every single time we ran, the shoe that we had a really thin insert. For 2 weeks, the shoe insert was worn out. I went to China with my law school, and I was fortunate enough to meet all the right people.
What are you making the shoes for, and what are you selling them for?
It ranges from about $11 to $13 to make it. We wholesale them for about $35 to $50, depending on the country. And then they retail for $75 to $85.
And where do you sell them?
It's a general retail. So we have a distributor in Taiwan, we have one in Holland, and then we have independent sales agents across Africa.
And where in the U.S. are you selling them?
Currently, we're doing e-commerce. We're doing a guerrilla marketing attempt similar to that of Under Armour, where we're giving the product to the people, and they're telling people it's amazing.
Let's assume it's a great shoe,
It
okay?
is.
Here's my question. So what? There are hundreds of different shoes on the market. There are some players that own this multi-billion-dollar market. They've got it locked down. Why would Fortis ever have a chance of gaining share against them to be a big company? Explain how that could happen.
How about $500,000 in 12 months?
It's actually six months.
$500,000 of sales in 6 months.
Correct.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I think you convinced everybody you've designed a decent shoe. What's the plan to increase sales by 4 times? You're only 500,000 right now.
Oh, that's why we're here, actually. Next year, we're projecting about 2.5 million.
How are you going to get there?
That's based on the current customer we have. The only reason we didn't get those sales last year was because we missed the window of distribution.
You know what? To me, there's these major players like Saucony and Nike and Adidas. I'm not sure how you would actually penetrate that so strongly that I would get back my money. For that reason, I'm out.
I want to say one thing. Next year, we are securing licenses from NASCAR, the top 3 drivers of NASCAR.
Are you creating a driving shoe for NASCAR? Or are you creating a running shoe? Are you about fashion or are you about functionality?
Well, both. We're creating a lifestyle shoe that embodies the spirit of
Yeah,
NASCAR.
but you're creating a lot of battles that you don't have money to market to.
How much inventory do you have?
Right now, we're about $68,000.
How many of the runners, stores you sold to, how many of them reorder?
All of them. That's our biggest problem.
They all reorder.
Yes, we don't have them.
We can't keep them in stock.
The challenge with this space, you've got to get distribution. And that's where I think you hit the brick wall. Because taking a very famous brand off the wall to put this there instead, that ain't free. Your challenges that are not behind you, they're ahead of you. I'm not going to go on that journey with you. I'm not.
Look, I can just see this owns, right? It's not a business. It's you. The reality for me is the Mavs have got a huge deal with Adidas. I've got a big deal with Skechers. I'm a loyal guy to the brands I'm working with who've been loyal to me. I just can't figure out how to make it work, and for those reasons I'm out. But I really want you guys to succeed.
So, I want to touch on some of the things some of the other charts say. Now, you're trying to do different lines like NASCAR. Then you're going to have about 5 styles in each line. And every one you're going to have an average of size 7 all the way to 13 and half sizes in each color 3 separate times. That creates a logistical nightmare because you turn around and then you have $4 million worth of less shoes. I was somewhat interested. I was on the fence. But I think that we would have a challenge. So, I'm out.
Sharks, actually, before we continue, we have An additional thing that as we were promoting the shoes, and we actually developed proprietary email marketing software called Atlo. It takes the email marketing from the inside and it shows it in the subject line. And that's actually how we plan to promote these.
We're opening the door to new possibilities. No longer are we confined to just text. 99% of marketing emails have images inside the email. With Atlo, users can insert images in the subject and sender field, guaranteeing recipients will see their content, even if the email's not open. This is email as never seen before. This is Atlo.
You can do it today. Who invested in that company?
Me and a little programmer.
Man, you are fighting so many battles. Look, a guy that used to work for me, he was at one point actually the 11th fastest man in the world. I run 5 miles a day. So I used to say, hey, let's go running. And he would say, I can't run 5 miles. I said, come on, man, you're in great shape. You can run 5 miles. I don't run 5 miles. I run 100 meters as fast as I can. That's my job. I'm not sure what your job is. You're doing a performance shoe. Then you're doing email software. Then you're doing a NASCAR shoe. You're fighting too many battles. If you want to win, just run the 100 meters. Focus. But here's my challenge. I don't know enough about inventory. I want to be involved. You're looking for $200,000 for 15%. I'm willing to put up some of the money, a percentage of the money, but if you can talk to him to come back in and he'll have me as a partner, I'm happy to come along, because this is one of the areas where inventory control and knowing how to make this is absolutely critical, because you can burn through 200,000 like this. So that's my offer. I'll put up something and we can figure out the equity if you can get Damon into the running shoes. David, is there anything they can say to change your mind? Yes or no?
It's as simple as answering a 500 question. We need event. These lucky entrepreneurs got their deals.
I'm done. Because you're more amazing than me, too.
Now, the deal gets real.
We've probably lost $1 million. What's the matter with you?
Will they learn to swim with the sharks?
I mean, to me, taking this, I think you made a huge mistake.
Or go straight out of the tank into the fire?
If you lose my money, you will be dead to me.
Beyond the Tank premieres Friday, May 1st after Shark Tank.
Oh, that sounds good.
Sunshine
that sounds
Returns,
good.
how warm it'll get this weekend. You would love it.
4 sharks are out. Robert is interested in Joel and Arson's athletic shoe company, Forest, but only if Damon will join him in the deal.
If you can talk to him
Get
and come back in
down.
and he'll have me as a partner, I'm happy to come along, because this is one of the areas where inventory control is absolutely critical, because you can burn through 200,000 like this. David, is there anything they can say to change your mind? Yes or no? Is there any equity they can give you to change your mind? The whole deal's contingent on you coming back in. How much are you willing to
The
do?
deal is only as good as the person on the other side of the table, and this individual is a go-getter who won't be stopped, but he also has a vision, and I don't want to argue
If he
with
gave you
this.
200K,
I came here. I went to law school. I have to
offer him
know
something.
to
Don't
go to
tell
law
your
school.
story anymore. Offer
Yes.
him something
There you go.
tangible.
I don't have anybody in my family that did business. I learned. You know how I got to this point? By listening to people.
You have an excellent product.
I will listen to you because
You
I
have
know
it. Listen to me.
I don't want to be an excellent. I want to be amazing, and you can get me to amazing.
Yes, I got it, and you're not listening to me now.
Well, listen to me. Offer him something
So,
more.
Damon, are you out?
I'm still out.
Look, you guys are all in. I love that about you. You are all friggin' in. My only hesitation is this is one of the few areas where inventory control is so critical. I just don't understand where to spend that money. I can't do it without somebody like Damon.
Damon, we are willing to find a compromise between you and Robert here, so we can really launch this company. Do you know we waited and prayed to get a patent issue? We got a patent issue.
I'm out.
If Damon's not in, I gotta be out.
Okay.